All right, we are back and we have some breaking news coming out of the NBA this afternoon. This news just breaking less than 5 minutes ago. And my God, is this a shocking development? According to Adrian Wojnarowski and Chris B. Haynes, some of the top NBA insiders, in a shocking move, the Milwaukee Bucks have fired their head coach Adrian Griffin. I repeat, in a shocking move, the Milwaukee Bucks have just fired their head coach, Adrian Griffin. Wow, what a shocker. Unbelievable. And I swear to God, there is not anybody in this world that can tell you they seen this move coming at this date with this team. Unbelievable. Y'all smash that like button and let's get right into it. Like I said, according to Adrian Wojnarowski and according to Chris B. Haynes, two of the top NBA insiders, this news just come in less than 10 minutes ago. The Milwaukee Bucks have dismissed head coach Adrian Griffin. And I told you guys there's been problems in Milwaukee all year since they hired Adrian Griffin and they got Damian Lillard. They got rid of Drew Holiday. The defense has looked terrible. It hasn't looked the same. The team is winning games. They're second in the East, but there's something missing with this team. There was something clearly missing with this team. And let me take you guys back to the start of training camp when Adrian Griffin got into a heated argument with top assistant Terry Stotts, former head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, while Damian Lillard was there. And Terry Stotts said, hey, you know what? I'm too good for this. I'm not going to deal with this. And I'm going to gracefully bow out. The team has been terrible all year on defense. Adrian Griffin hangs his hat on defense. I believe there was a rift between the locker room and Adrian Griffin, and in a surprising turn of events, Adrian Griffin, NBA shocker, was fired few moments ago. Unbelievable. Now, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the Bucks are expected to make assistant Joe Prunty their interim coach, but sources are telling Adrian Wojnarowski that they're going to move quickly, and I'm talking about the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to move quickly to hire a highly capable coach, and that coach I'm hearing that the Milwaukee Bucks will eventually hire is none other than Doc Rivers. So for those of you guys just now tuning in, we have breaking news that's just coming out of the NBA in a shocking, surprising move. The Milwaukee Bucks have gone ahead and fired head coach Adrian Griffin. The interim head coach for now will be Joe Prunty. But according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the Bucks are trying to hire Doc Rivers. What an amazing day in the NBA. Y'all smash that like button. Can we talk about this? Milwaukee, can we talk about this? Bucks fans, can we talk about this? Dame Lillard fans, Giannis Antetokounmpo fans, can we talk about this? It was clear something has been off with the Milwaukee Bucks all season on the defensive side of the ball, where Adrian Griffin hangs his hat at. We've seen issues with this team. The loss of Drew Holiday. This team didn't look cohesive. It didn't look together. It didn't look like they were all on one accord. Even though the record looked great, there was something off about this Milwaukee Bucks team. And excuse me if I'm digging for stuff, but a key red flag for me was in training camp when they hired Terry Stotts to be one of the elite assistants on that team. And he didn't even make it through the first few days of training camp before Terry Stotts said, you know what? I'm good. I don't need these problems. I'm out of here. There are rumors about Adrian Griffin had already lost the locker room. There were rumors about Adrian Griffin's approach with players and other coaches on his staff. And for us to be coming upon the trade deadline, for the NBA not to even reach the halfway point, the All-Star break yet, and for a team like the Milwaukee Bucks that were primed to compete for a championship this season and beyond, when you make a move of getting rid of Drew Holiday and trading for Damian Lillard, this has to be a big issue in Milwaukee with them having to fire Adrian Griffin. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the crazy part about it is Adrian Wojnarowski is just now reporting once again that even though Bucks assistant Joe Prunty is the interim head coach for now, the Bucks are planning to quickly pursue a head coach. And that head coach that's top on their list, that's number one on their list, is Doc Rivers. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. We're going to have to talk about this. Man. What the hell is going on in Milwaukee? What's really happening inside that locker room, man? Because I've been seeing red flags all season, but I was not expecting a newly hired head coach, Adrian Griffin, who's made his bones in this league, came up the harder way, came up through the old CBA. For the younger crowd who doesn't know what the CBA is, I'm not talking about the collective bargaining agreement. I'm talking about the G League. Before it was the D League, it was the CBA. Adrian Griffin came up the hard way, played on the Bulls, played on the Raptors, played on a few teams, was an assistant coach for the Raptors for over 10 seasons, finally gets his head coaching shot, gets a team like the Milwaukee Bucks that's trying to compete for championships. You make a move, getting Dame Lillard over the summer. You get rid of Drew Holiday. Your defense suffers. Adrian Griffin, you're a defensive head coach. Milwaukee Bucks have been trashed on the defensive end. And here we are before the trade deadline, before All-Star season, and you're fired from a team expected to compete for championships this year and beyond. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We got some big red flags in Milwaukee. And this thing that they're building with Giannis and Dame could come crashing down quickly. Dame Lillard, the grass ain't always green on the other side. You got rid of Budenholzer. In my opinion, unfairly. Unfairly. That playoff series loss to the Miami Heat, that was on the players. And then you had an injured Giannis in that series. For them to can a championship coach like Budenholzer, who has the resume that he has, and then you get Adrian Griffin, and he doesn't even make it through this season. He doesn't even make it through the trade deadline. He doesn't even make it to the All-Star break. You got new ownership in Milwaukee. Where are the Buck fans at, man? Let's talk about this. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button and share the video. Let's talk about it. Did they really want Doc Rivers all along? Because according to all the top NBA insiders, and this is just coming out, like I said, less than 10 minutes ago, Sham Charania, Adrian Wojnarowski, Chris B. Haynes, they're all reporting that the Bucks are trying to land Doc Rivers as their head coach. Salute to you, Kevin. I see you just subscribed to the channel. I appreciate the love. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. So all NBA insiders are pointing to the fact that Doc Rivers is going to be the top candidate for this Milwaukee Bucks job. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, breaking, shocking news coming out of the NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks have fired head coach Adrian Griffin. Joe Prunty is the interim head coach. But on top of that, more recently, developing in the last few minutes or so, Adrian Wojnarowski is reporting that the Milwaukee Bucks are making a play to hire Doc Rivers. Wow. And to get a coach like Doc Rivers to come into the middle of a season with a team expected to compete for a championship this year and beyond, with superstars like Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo, I don't know if I want to take that job. I don't know if I'm Doc Rivers, I don't know if I want to take that job. Because what is really going on in Milwaukee for Adrian Griffin to get fired like that? We haven't seen a firing like this since David Blatt in the 2016 season was fired by the Cleveland Cavaliers and was replaced by Tyronn Lue, who was already the associate head coach who was on the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is the last time, or even any other time, we've seen something remotely close to this decision right here. Unbelievable. And for that Cavs team, ironically, they ended up going back to the NBA championship, and they actually ended up winning in that 2016 season. But if I'm Doc Rivers, I got to know exactly why Adrian Griffin was fired. I got to know what's going on in the locker room. I have to speak with Giannis. I have to speak with Dame. I have to speak to that coaching staff. I got to speak to that front office before I even think about accepting a job from the Milwaukee Bucks. Because what the hell was so bad? What the hell was so crucial? What the hell was so bad in that locker room for Adrian Griffin to be canned like that out of nowhere at the end of January? We're not even at All-Star break. We're not even at the trade deadline. You got a team that's in the second seed in the East. The Boston Celtics are the only team in the East that have been playing better than Milwaukee. They haven't looked good on defense. And granted, yeah, they haven't looked good on defense. Granted, Dame Lillard can't defend. This is all stuff we knew before this season. You got rid of Drew Holiday. We knew that was going to hurt you. It's got to be more. It's got to be more than X's and O's. It got to be more than defense. It got to be more than Dame Lillard can't play defense that got this man fired. It has to be more. There has to be more to this story. It just has to. That doesn't make sense at all. For you to make that type of shocking move at this point in the season in January and to fire somebody like Adrian Griffin, who you just hired and signed to a contract, and you're going to have to pay out that rest of the deal for a man that's not sitting on your bench, and you're trying to go after a coach like Doc Rivers. Either Giannis signed off on this, Dame signed off on this, or the entire locker room has signed off on it. And hold up, guys, I got some more breaking news just coming in. Some more breaking news on this is just now coming in, guys. We have some more breaking news coming in on this. Let me make sure I have this right. All right, so according to Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated, Giannis Antetokounmpo had reportedly lost faith in Adrian Griffin. Okay, say that then, because that's the only thing that makes sense. That is the only way this man gets fired. It had to be a locker room issue. Once again, more developing news. According to Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated, Giannis Antetokounmpo has reportedly lost faith in Adrian Griffin. And I'm not surprised there. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. There is no way you lose this job unless your star players don't sign off on this. Y'all smash that like button, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. This is, I'm floored, man. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. Let's see what the comments are saying. What y'all saying down there in the chat? Doc Rivers can't turn Dame into a defensive player. You right about that. This just means people have no more excuses to hide Dame. I mean, this is all stuff we knew before the season. We all knew Dame can't play defense. All this blaming the coach BS was ridiculous when it was clearly these players. Hey man, I totally understand. I totally understand. Dame don't want to be in Milwaukee. He wanted to be with the Heat. Well, beggars can't be choosers. He winded up in Milwaukee. You got to make the best of your situation. You're getting paid big dollars. You got a superstar talent who's won a championship in Giannis Antetokounmpo right beside you. I don't care where we play. If I got Giannis and I got those role players, hell, you could throw me in the middle of Russia. I'm gonna go win a title. Dame Lillard, you ain't got no excuses. Get the job done. Dame leads the team in steals. The team needs more ball movement. Well, it looks like the team wanted a new voice. Because like I said, there's more reports coming out. All the leaks are just now coming out. All the leaks are coming out right now. Like I said, according to Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated, he's adding on to this story. He's saying Giannis Antetokounmpo lost faith in the coach. There were rumblings that Giannis Antetokounmpo and the other veterans, such as Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, Dame Lillard, had all lost faith in Adrian Griffin within the last few weeks. And I got to believe that report because there's no other reason, unless he did something egregious like, per se, Ime Udoka. There's no other reason you fire a head coach right now on a title contending team unless the players went to the front office and said, we can't play for this guy. We don't believe in him. That is the only way a coach gets fired, is if the superstars and the rest of the players, especially veteran players, go to front office and say, we've lost faith. And according to Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated, that is what he's telling us right now. He's telling us that Giannis went to the front office, reportedly told them they have lost faith in Adrian Griffin. A few other of the veteran players went to front office along with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they said they have lost faith in Adrian Griffin. And if the superstar, it's a superstar-driven league. I'm sorry. It's a superstar-driven league. If you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's in the middle of his prime, going to front office and saying he doesn't believe in the coach, you better believe you better have your bags packed and your office cleaned out because you was fried bologna. You was up out of there, brother. Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother. Pack your bags. Sayonara. Go call your buddy Nick Nurse and see if you could join their staff. Because you have no job in Milwaukee no more. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, bro. I was shocked. As soon as I got the notification from Adrian Wojnarowski, I was shocked. I had to look at it twice. I couldn't believe it. You mean to tell me a team contending for a championship in the middle of the season fires their head coach? And like I said earlier, man, the only time I've ever seen that happen before is with the Cleveland Cavaliers and David Blatt after taking the Cavs to the finals the following season in the 2016 season. He didn't even make it past December, I think it was. And he was fired, replaced with Tyronn Lue, and the rest is history. We all know LeBron James and the Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit and won a championship. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks are going to hope for the same result with them firing Adrian Griffin in the middle of the season with the team having championship hopes. Lord have mercy. And like I said, once again, Adrian Wojnarowski reported again that Doc Rivers is at the top of the list for the Milwaukee Bucks to hire. And I got to believe if Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reason why Adrian Griffin is fired, then Doc Rivers will be the reason why Giannis Antetokounmpo will be the reason why, Doc Rivers is hired. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna do my research on this. I'm gonna make some more rounds on this. And once more breaking news comes out about this situation, I'll be able to come back on here, bring it to you guys. Once again, man, I do apologize about the stream, the setup. It'll be up soon. I'm still taking donations for our new streaming studio, which should be up soon. I'm working hard. I'm busting my ass on doing that. It's a lot of work, trust me. It is not easy, but I appreciate you guys' donation. The link is in the description. The Cash App is on the screen. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting that like button ain't one of them, man. I'm up out of here for now, man. What a shocker. The Bucks can Adrian Griffin, and according to Adrian Wojnarowski, they are going after Doc Rivers. Wow, man. Peace and love, family. I'm going to see you guys back here in a second.